Okay, so I wanted to make a quick, although I doubt this will be quick, video about how I have come to organize our school days. This system really keeps us on task and makes our transitions a little easier. So I break apart our day into three time periods. So we have our morning time, and then we have just our morning but not part of this morning basket, morning lessons, and our afternoon occupations. So our morning basket contains all of the subjects and books and lessons and things that we do together as a group. And so we start with this. We usually start our day around 9 o'clock, and then after that it just sort of happens. I don't have a time schedule for anything. We just have the subjects broken up into time segments. So our morning basket schedule sort of looks like this. We only do school at home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, because Thursdays we attend an all-day co-op. So these are all of the subjects that my children and I do together. The white rectangular slots are the subjects that are done each of these days. So the empty spaces that I have, sometimes I will write down notes. I don't keep page notes, like page numbers, in this book, because we use bookmarks, which are just index cards I can write little notes on there if I need to, just to have on hand in the book, but for the most part I use this for notes. Sometimes I just throw a check mark to say that we did it. I don't always write anything in here. But this is what our weekly rotation looks like. The rest of the binder, I just have little, the prayer that we're doing, the hymn that we're doing, notes for Book of Marvels, information about our composer and artist for the term, and the section of laying down the rails that we're working on. I have a couple of extra tabs back here because when we move into our next term, some of these things may carry over and some of them may not, but I just wanted extra space to have in case, like we don't finish the Book of Marvels, which I don't think we will. I think it'll probably take us all year, but anyway, this just gives me a little extra space in case I think of something to add, or if I need to add something in next term. After our morning basket is over, we move into this binder. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. So our morning basket, I keep down here. All of our books are in a literal basket, and I just pull out the basket every morning, and I pull out the books that we're going to use for that day, and then I put the basket back up so they all stay together. Our weekly schedule is what comes out next. And I have this binder divided up into each of my three children. So they each have a weekly schedule that looks like this. I combine a couple of subjects with my third grader and fifth grader, but very, very few. And so this just gives them how much time they're spending on each of these subjects and the order in which they complete them. Again, I usually just check off because we use bookmarks now, and most of my notes are contained on those bookmarks, or their notes if it's an independent reading assignment. My goodness, I can't speak today. So each of them has a page like this, and I have just a couple of little extra things back here. So a more detailed history schedule for my oldest, all of the maps that she might need for this term, and a detailed history schedule for my other two kids, as well as maps that they'll use. And I just throw their completed maps in here too, keep it all together. And then I have a tab for Earth Studies, material lists, and things of that nature. And then a spot for, he did that one himself, narrations that I type up that he gives me and he illustrates. My girls have notebooks where they keep their written narrations, so I don't keep them in here. And then this is our special studies rotation. So after we complete this, which is usually for my younger two kids, they're usually done by lunchtime. My oldest typically has about another hour after lunch of work, but she does that on her own. My afternoon occupations binder is not quite as detailed as the other two because this is sort of, I suggest days for completing some of these, but I usually let my children choose as long as they do them all within the week. They all do piano every day, but other than that, it's kind of, there's a couple that we do together, but for the most part, it's independent work. So, you know, piano, Spanish songs. This is mostly just for my reference. The kids don't actually use this binder, and I don't usually pull it out every day. But I do check off what work they've completed, which lesson they've completed and such. Lots of blank here because, like I said, this is more of just a suggested schedule. So that's basically how we stay on schedule. And so as far as our daily schedule, it just moves from morning basket into the weekly schedule and then afternoon occupations. And all of the kids keep their books on their own desks. So my son's books are up here, and my daughter is over there. My oldest is in that corner. And then a couple of books that we all do together I keep up there on that shelf there. Well, I say that we all do together. More my younger two kids do together. But that's it. I hope that helps somebody.